Hi everyone. So we're back to work on our Dewey's journal. So let me just show you what I've done. So this is what I ended up with as far as our cover. Let me see, can I come? It's hard for me to tell. That's about right. So this is what I did. It might be a little too much. I'm not sure. I haven't decided. I added a little bit more lace here. I added some of that same lace here. I did a little ruffle here. I had some of these stamps that I stamped onto just some muslin. I can't remember, did I put this on in the last video? I think I did. So there's quite a lot going on our cover, but I'm sorry if there's a glare. I certainly like what's going on with this young lady. And then I did sew in our 6 signatures. This took a minute. It was tricky. I used regular thread with this, and I hope I don't regret it. I did put some glue in the holes here, and I glued in on each page. You'll see. So these are all sewn in. And there's, we've sewn them in. I think it looks pretty good. So I'll show you on the inside here. I put some glue right on the inside where that is, so it's not going to pull or tear or anything like that. And I did that on each one. Let me show you the edge. So you can see where the top pages are here and the bottom ones do hang out here. You can see all our roughly edge, and if we kind of slide it this way, it looks nice. Because of this is so flexible, we're able to round it if we want to. We're able to just slide it over to see this. But I think it looks really pretty. Just all of this sort of stuff hanging out and all the roughly edges. I'm really in love with this journal. I left all the strings here. You can see all the strings I've left in each signature. Those could be cut shorter or just left. I'm going to leave them for now. Let's see. And so we're going to start with a little bit of things for the inside today. And the first thing I have made, I have a video that's a tri-fold pocket, and it has a bunch of views. But if you haven't seen it, that gives you more instructions on how I actually made this. Let's see, can I come down a little further with this now? Let me just check and see if we're in frame. Yeah, let me slide back over this way. Okay, so it's a tri-fold. What we're going to do is I'm going to make 2 more of these, so I have 3. So we'll put one, we'll have one for 3 of our signatures, and then we'll make a different kind of pocket for the other ones. So this is pretty easy. It's really not that tough. You start with a whole piece of paper like this. You take your tear ruler. First, I think I folded. So the first thing I'm going to do is fold this kind of where I think a third is, as best I can. And then I open it back up, and I use my tear ruler, and I just come to that point here, and I come over here to where I want that to be. It could be bigger, it could be smaller. I gotta just put a little mark. I can't see where my fold is. There it is. And so I go right from that point, and I'm gonna make it about that big. That's probably my usual. And then you tear this off, and you have this piece for whatever. So there you have that. And then this is going to fold back like this onto there. I think I even did that one. That one actually came over more. And let's see. Yep, that's a little bigger than that one. It doesn't matter. Then on this part, you're going to take some kind of a book page. And I messed that one up. I cut that one too small. This is just a book about music, the content and kinds of music. And so I know there's not going to be anything bad in here. So I just go ahead and rip that out, and I'm going to tear off a little bit of that. And I'm going to fit that here. And then I'm going to just fold. Now you could put this in like this, where it's going to go like that. And if you have really a thin copy paper, you might glue it all on. It makes that a little firmer. And actually that might be what I'm going to do, because then I would fold this part down, and it can fold under here like this. So you have a nice heavy fold. So that's going to go like that. And I'm going to glue this right on here, like this. Just use my glue stick, put some glue on here. This is just Elmer's glue. And then I'm going to glue this right on here in the corner. Line that up, make sure that folds over nicely. Okay. And then I'm going to make sure I glue it over on this side also. Like that. And then this is just going to fold back. You know, it really can be what you want it to be. This one isn't quite lined up. I don't really care about that. Oh, but you know what I do care about is folding this under here like that, because then I don't need that part, and I'll be cutting that off. Now on this one, you can see that I ripped it. If you like that torn edge look, it could be whatever you want. I'm going to rip off this little bit right here. Okay. And then I'm going to ink all around it. And it's, you know, it's just as easy as that, really. Ink all around this. Clean up all this pages. Of course, you don't have to ink if you don't want to. I like the look of an inked page. All right. And that's just going to be like that. It is going to fold out. I'm going to do this fold right here also. Okay. All right. There's that. Now you can do this a couple ways when you put it in your book. These I plan on gluing the back in. Let me show you how this one's going to go. Let's go to our first signature, and it's going to go right on here. So I'm going to glue it like this. So that's going to get glued in. Now in a larger journal, you could put it on the side, and you could make this a pocket for a couple of tags. Do I want to do that here? I might do that there. So I only want to glue the top and the side here. And I am going to just glue this down here. The other thing you can do is sew these, which I might be inclined to do. I'm going to just put that way over here at the edge of there. So you still have this part is a pocket right here. And what I would do, you could put something down in there. I would probably make 2 tags. So I could put 2 tags here like this. They could stick out this way, and then they could have a nice little ribbon or something on them. And that's what I'll do there. So this could be used as journaling space here. You know, it's white. This all could be journaled on. This could be journaled on. You know, if you use a black pen or a dark brown pen, it's going to show up just fine. You could also, if you wanted to take, I'm just trying to give you some options. You could take a piece of, you could take a piece of coffee dye paper and put in here just a little piece somewhere, like you could do one across there, just to have for journaling space. I'm not going to do it on this one. I want to see that pretty paper because you can journal in here and you'll have some tags in here to journal on. This can be open. You could journal here and here. I am going to glue this down just across the bottom like this. And I hope I'm in and up the side like that. Then you have another spot for a card here. If you had closed this up, this could be a pocket for something. In fact, you could still do that and you would still have this pocket here and a pocket here, but I want to leave this one open. And I think that looks really pretty in there. All right, so this one is pretty much just done, except for gluing it in like this. This one you open up and you still have places to, whoops, let me get this glued down before I rip it or something. It's acting like I'm gonna rip it. And you could, it is, this is just copy paper. If you made it, you could back it with a thinner paper, but that will hold a tag nicely. And it's as easy as that. Really pretty simple. Let's do another one here. So I'm going to fold this one over in about a third. And keep track of where that is. Go from my fold. You can see that, I'm hoping. Maybe I need to turn it this way a little bit. That's where my fold line is. Keep track of where that fold is, right there. And just come over, making that where you're going to tear it. And you have that line. And then you can just fold this back like this. And there you've got another one. Grab a piece of this paper. This one I am going to let wrap around, but I'm going to take this part off. Just laying it, actually I'm going to glue it a little bit because I want it to, I'm just going to take that piece off right here. And I'm going to glue this in here. Take a little of this off the bottom here also. Not too much. I did that on the first one and I messed it up because it wasn't then tall enough. But let's just make sure I know what I'm doing. Yes, that's going to go right in here. So we'll just do this. And I might sew around these two. That's going to go like that. Then I can just open this up. And I can tear this part off. Just like that. And this part can be torn like that. Okay, whoops. Be careful not to tear that down too far. And we're going to ink this. And I'm going to ink the bottom of this. Ink there. I'm also going to ink along here before we glue that down. There and here. I'm thinking, do I want to sew? I think I'm going to sew around that actually first before I glue that down. Let me just move some things around here so I can bring my sewing machine in. And we're just going to sew right around this real quick. It's a pretty quick job. I keep putting my foot on something that tipped over underneath my desk instead of my foot pedal. So I hope everyone is doing well today. You are happily doing some crafting, or maybe you're just relaxing watching some videos, and if that's the case, I thank you for spending time with me. I do appreciate that. And I'm just going right around the edge real quick here. Thinking maybe by the time I post this, it will be into the new year. In fact, I'm pretty sure it will be, because for me, tomorrow is New Year's Eve, so this won't get posted until just after that. All right, so I've done that, and then I want to, this is getting folded here like this. This is getting folded here. So I'm going to, I'm just going to go right down here on the edge of this, where that fold is. I don't know, I think it's going to show, but it might not. I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, that did so. I mean, that did show, and then that's going to go like that. So that's all sewn around, and I really like that. So I'm going to do this one too. This one I've already folded, but that will be okay. Because I'm just going to go right across here. There, and then I'm going to sew it how do I want to sew that now, because I glued it before I sewed it, so I do want to, I'm going to go down here. So this is going to have a little bit of a different look because I'm sewing it after. It's not going to get sewn across this top part. And now I'm just going to sew across the top here and down here. So it's a little, actually, you know, it's easier to sew it before you start gluing things down. But this is what happens when I'm doing, you know, making things as I go. You never know what to expect, because I never know what to expect. I never know what I'm going to be doing. I mean, yes, I knew I was going to make this, but I didn't really know what else. Okay, so that's pretty good. I could sew down there, but I'm not going to. All right, so let's move this out of the way. All right. So you can do a few of these really pretty quickly, you know, once you get going. It could be fun to sit and do a whole bunch of these actually in an afternoon. Sometimes when I just want to make, but I don't know what, and I don't have, you know, something in mind. So now these two are ready to go in. So let's go. I think I'm going to put one in, let's see. So that's the first, second signature. Here is the third signature. Let's pop one in here, and I'm going to put one on this side here because I don't particularly want that picture, although it's a really cool picture of sugaring. Maybe I will leave it. We'll put it on here. And we're going to cover up because this is not vintage. This is not old. I'm going to just pop that right there. And that pretty much fills up that space. And it's not going to be, You know what I feel like I want to do to this, though? I feel like I want to just tear off the very edge of that, just to, I don't know, just felt like it. So you do what you feel like, right? This has got some strings up at the top. All right, so this is going to get sewn down. I mean, not sewn. It's going to get glued just everywhere. So glue across the top, down the side here, across here, up, and then this is just going to get totally sewn down. There's not going to be a pocket here at all. Nope, no pockets in this one. That's just good. Okay. Well, it's not going to have any pockets underneath. It is definitely going to have a pocket here, and it's going to open up. And you could, we could take one of these pieces and make a little pocket in here if we wanted to. I would back that onto something or even fold it over, to make it fit there. Make this a little sturdier, but the top wouldn't be sturdier, so. But that, that could go there. I'm probably going to do that, so I'm going to just tear this so I'll remember. And I'm just going to stick it in here so I will remember. Actually, I'll stick it right there. And then let's go to, I think we'll go all the way to the last one. And this is going to be beautiful to put something here. And on this one, I think I will put one here because I can. It's easy. So I think I'm going to put it over here so we can make two pockets on this side and still allow this to open like this. Is that going to work? I think so. Let's do down the side here and down this side. And I'm going to go underneath that a little bit just to do that. And I am going to glue this part down like that. I'm going to put it pretty close, not right on top of that fold of the signature, but down that far. And then we have room for a pretty big pocket right there. Very nice. Now, the other thing we could do, we could go ahead and do some crazy things like add, you could add some fabric if you wanted. That's real pretty. You could add fabric on this side because it kind of goes with that. You could add some lace here on top. Lots of things you could do. All right. So you can always zhuzh those up anyway. So now we've got one of those in 3 of our signatures. And then we're going to put some other kind of ephemera in the signatures that we did not put those in. So probably like, possibly a tuck spot. Let me see what time it is. All right, let's see. I have all these medieval mirage papers here. Let's see. I want to just look at this. Come here. I wonder if these would make a nice tuck spot. You gotta ink them, if that would make a tuck spot there, that might look pretty cool. It would have to be, your tuck spots can't be too big. So it would kind of be this big. Like, I'll just rip that off. Just paper, guys. Rip it and try it. Doesn't matter. That's going to be my motto. Rip it and try it. So this would go here for a tuck spot. Actually, I might... No, it's not on that side. I want to see some of this edge because that's really nicely done. And then glue it. And then this glue together. Oh, my bone folder's gone. Let's put some glue in here. So this can be pretty easy. You can also, I'm going to just do my edges like this to just have them rounded like this. That can go there. We're just going to glue this down, and I might run this right through my sewing machine real quick, just because I think that would be pretty. Let's just go around. Yes, I'm doing this at a crazy angle because I'm not moving my sewing machine back in, so you can see my arm and nothing else. All right. Ooh, a little off the edge there. Let's see what this looks like. All right, so I'm going to go around it again and just do a crazy stitch around there one more time, just to make that look a little like I meant it to be wonky, because, you know, we always make things that are wonky. At least I do. I am not a perfect stitching person. If you want that, go look at my friend Angela Kurz, because her stitching and all of her stuff is precise and gorgeous. Gorgeous. Like, here we go. Lots of strings. And then this is a nice tuck spot right there. So we'll go ahead and glue that on. This stuff can be as quick as you want. It can be as laborious as you want. You can spend a bunch of time making little tuck spots like this. And you can... Do I want it like that, or do I want it like this? I want it... Well, I did it wrong, so I put the glue on the wrong side. That's okay. We're going to go with it like this. Just like that. Because that's where we ended up. And then you have a nice tuck spot to put an envelope or a little something in there. So I'm going to make one of these to go in each of the signatures that did not get a big pocket like that. And I'm also going to make some tags to go in places. So I probably will do a lot of that off camera. So I'm going to make a couple more of these, and I'm going to make some tags because we have a lot of tags, and you don't need to see me make all those tags. All right, my dears. Thanks for joining me today. I do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And have fun, mostly. All right, spreading the kindness your way. Bye, guys.